It's a very special time for me because T and his mother were very much a part of my life, and now that T is back here after a great run as a headliner on the East Coast and is continuing his 15-year history here on the Las Vegas Strip, it gets no better than that. So with that introduction, I want to bring before everybody T. Fox.
She does the hoochie-ma-cooch on the Coney Isle. She make me smile when she goes like a this and she goes like a that. Someone goes like a that. Hey, watch out, you break you back. When you marry you, she does the hoochie-ma-cooch. My name is Doris Coatson, a.k.a. Bambi Jones, a.k.a. Bambi Brooks, a.k.a. Evangeline the Oyster Girl, a.k.a. Miss Joey Namath, wow, a.k.a. Miss Davina coming out of a water tank, a.k.a. Holly Sims, yeah, and so forth and so forth and so forth. I live in Greenwich, Connecticut. I live in the back country. They're naturally in shock that there's a burlesque Bambi living in the back country, sitting in the rocking chair, making pasties, beating pasties, and making G-strings. I started in 1949, and I was in and out of it, I call it the burlesque closet. My daughter married Montel Williams, and he was the first black Marine to graduate Annapolis. So we were guests of honor, VIPs, many times, and I was there sweating. I hope none of them remember me from back in the day.
Stewart here for Vegas Scene Magazine.
Hello, Ray.
We're here in Henderson at the Sun City Anthem Entertainment Center. It looks like that's what it is. I'm here with Mr. T. Fox, Mr. Entertainer of the Year, Mr. Everything. I can call him that.
I tell you.
I've known the guy for a little bit of time, but as long as I've known him, he's been working.
Well, I'm so glad you made it up here. It's a little distance.
He has a show tonight, and he's brought a friend with him. And what's your name again?
An old friend, Bambi Jones.
Bambi Jones.
Yes.
Hey, that's Bambi
the
Jones.
Garter Girl. That's one of mine.
And if you can see what she's wearing, I like to say is wow. It's a pretty great outfit. It's sparkly, feathery, and everything.
A lot of feathers and a lot of laughter and fun.
That's burlesque.
That's burlesque.
Okay,
yes.
Could you guys kind of explain what the show is about tonight?
Well, the show is called The House Party 4, which is actually my fourth production. We've done House Party 2, House Party 3 in Atlantic City, beautiful city, at the Resorts Hotel. We just finished 3 years there, 1,500-seater, Frank Sinatra's old room, which was really great. And we call the show The House Party because it's all about life and having fun. And what I do is take you back from the nostalgic songs of Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, to Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, Al Green, to Phantom of the Opera. And it's going to be fun all the way to the 70s. So we take you back from the roaring 20s all the way straight through. And that's why I wanted this beautiful lady right here with me, because she has a lot of stories to tell, and she's AKA everything, and we'll share that with you down the road. You'll see it in the show. And her name is Bambi, and that's why we're here. So the show is called The Celebration of Life, House Party 4, Rich Rizzo's Follies, A Celebration of Life. And I'll try to get Rich Rizzo if I can. But in the meantime, have the beautiful Bambi right here.
Can you tell me your part in the show?
My part in the show, they do a little salute to burlesque. So they're doing a little not Ann Corio, she was one of the ladies, but Gypsy Rose Lee. And from the movie Gypsy. And I spoke at Gypsy Rose Lee's 100th birthday at the New York Public Library. course, she's passed, but we did a celebration, and it was just wonderful. It was a toast to the sisters of the traveling G-string. Last time, Tempest was here. Tempest Stewart, she's my dear friend. She lives in town. She may be here today, but Burlesque it's coming back huge, worldwide. Worldwide, they have a lot of conventions here, and Rich decided to put a segment of Burlesque in his show. Something that my daughter, Bambi Jr., who was a star here many years ago, starred at the Hacienda in a show, Minsky's show, and Rizzo was one of her dancers. You
Really?
should see him in the gold.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and they go, yeah, but Burlesque is it's wonderful. You could go, like being an actress for years and years and years, because Burlesque is comedy. It's not sex. It's about comedy.
That's right.
And something that you don't know, that I knew Sammy, and he was a friend of my daughter's,
Oh, wow.
and his wish, what he wanted to do, was Phantom.
All right.
That was his dream.
Unbelievable.
That was his dream.
And that's
When he
one of the
said
greatest songs ever.
That's
There's not
what-
too many black artists that would do it other than Ben Vereen and Sammy.
Right.
I haven't seen too many. It's out the box. And I think that's what makes our show very great, is because we're doing out the box things. The out the box things is, for instance, in our show, our dancers, and it's a secret, but our dancers are ranging from the ages of 65, I think 66, until about 80.
I'm 83.
Can you believe that?
I'm 83.
Age ain't nothing but a number, man.
Right.
Because I mean, you would never. It's amazing. I have a lady that I'm doing a part with called Fantasy Honey, and she's got a silhouette kicking like Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, and she was in. They had a construction company. She owned a construction company.
Yeah,
So
what?
yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? I was wondering.
Suzanne. Yeah,
So-
she's incredible.
You're going to see some amazing talent, and I think what makes it amazing is that you don't give up. That's why we call it a celebration of life. You know, we have dreams in our lives and we live it. I came to this city in 98, 99 with a dream. Went to a little restaurant. I brought my band out here. My band pretty much left me because we were only supposed to do 25 nights when we were supposed to get 2 months out of this. So what happened was my band left me. Me and my wife decided, well, we like Vegas so much, we decided to go to a place called Cafe Nicole's, which was a little restaurant, and we had dinner there one night. I was very mad at my band for leaving me. I'm by myself now, and I'm going, okay, I play 7 instruments, I can write, arrange, and produce my own music, and I'll figure out what to do. So we had dinner there one night. We had $200 in our pocket. My band left. We were trying to figure out if we should go back to San Diego. What wound up happening was that the owner, his name was Manny, I was really upset, and I asked him, "Can I play your piano, sir?" He says, "If you're no good, you get off." You know, he's Greek. And I said, "Okay." So I got on the piano, and I'm just like, "Been alone with you inside my mind. Oh, in my dreams, I've kissed your lips 1,000 times." All of a sudden, people start coming by the piano, and I'm like, "Hello, is it me?" And they started putting hundreds in the bowl. Now, I only had $200 in my pocket. By the time I was done singing, there was $580 in there, and the place was packed. While I was singing there, Oscar Goodman was running for mayor. And he said, "Sir, you're great." He says, "I'd like for you to do a little personal party for us because I'm running for mayor." I said, "I would love to." So what wound up happening was, he says, "Well, we're doing a little personal party in Summerlin." I said, "Summer what?" I was on Nellis. I didn't know where I was. We were in an apartment building. I get up to Summerlin. I'm seeing water. I'm like, calling my wife going, "There's water in the desert, baby. You got to see this. You love it up here. These houses are 10,000 square feet, you know." So I'm in here. We do this mansion gig. I'm out in the backyard. I did Phantom of the Opera that evening. When I did Phantom of the Opera, there just so happened to be a man by the name of Dennis Gomes, who was the owner of the Tropicana Hotel. He said, "I got to tell you something, sir. I like what you're doing. How about if I give you 25 nights? We only got a hallway at the Tropicana, but I'd love to try you out." I said, "I would love to." I says, "I don't care if it's a poker chip. Get me on the strip. It's my dream." He gets me on there, and we look at this hallway. It was a hallway in the Tropicana. It was next to a food court area. It was snakes and bugs and birds all up and down the hallway. I'm like going, you know what? I don't care what it is, I'm going to make it. They put me in a little sitting booth during that time. Make a long story short, what wound up happening was, as I did my 25 nights there, I sung from Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, all the greats. People started gathering around and sitting there. I started piling up the room. The drinks went up in sale. And what wound up happening was Dennis Gomes looked around the room. I didn't really remember how he looked because it was 2 months later. He kept doing like this. He came up to me one night and he said, "You know what I'm going to do, sir?" And I said, "Sir, why are you calling me sir?" He says, "I'm Dennis Gomes, the owner of this hotel. I'm taking out 90 slot machines and I'm going to build you your room. You'll be second to Sammy Davis that ever happened for." And they took out 90 slot machines. Usually it's the other way around. Get out, we're going to put the 90 slot machines in. He built the room. I went from 1998 to 2010. I finished almost 14 years in that room. 47 songs a night, 5 nights a week, one-man show.
Wow.
That's how that happened. So to say right now, the blessing is, is that I am working on a movie right now which we call From Hallway to Headliner, because after I did the 15 years, Dennis Gomes bought a new hotel in Atlantic City, which is the Resorts Hotel, Frank Sinatra's old room, 1,500 in seating. He said, "Enough of you being in the hallway, we are now going to make you a headliner." And I've been 3 years in Atlantic City, at 1,500 seating, Sinatra's old room, Clint Holmes, Kenny Rogers, all of them. So that's the story where we're at. So we just finished the show up there for 3 years, and this is our first show back as another house party show with new wonderful special guests like Bambi and Rizzo's Follies and the things that we have tonight. So I just wanted to share that with you, let you know God is good.
So tonight, how many songs are in the show?
Well, let's just say there's 23 songs in the show, and out of the 23 songs, I'm going to be singing 15 of those songs tonight. And out of that as well, Bambi's going to do a wonderful...
I'm going to be clearing my throat.
And have some wonderful surprises for you, so you have to see it. And then we have the Follies girls, and I'll be doing numbers with them as well.
How many Follies girls do you have?
13? 14?
I would say at least
13, about 12, 13. I saw 15, 16.
and
Rich,
all seasoned performers, showgirls, singers. 2 of them worked with Sally Rand, the original Sally Rand. Yeah.
some of the original Follies. We're talking season. See, season is what makes it magical anyway. How good is wine? Wine is good when you let it set. Steak is good when you let it set and cook. These are seasoned entertainers, and that's why I wanted to be a part of their life, because this is a blessing for all of us. It really is. And it's an honor. It really is to be with this woman right here next to me. It's an honor. It's an honor to be with the women that we have tonight. And I'm the only man in the show other than Rizzo. So that's going to be very interesting.
Very interesting.
Ending this, Bambi, did you want to have anything else you needed to say, or about the show, or about...
No, I'm fine. I'm excited. He's a wonderful talent. I watched the rehearsals, and it was just incredible. That number of Suzanne and me.
It's a hot number. How can we find you, Bambi? I mean, can we go online? Can we find you?
Yeah, I'm online.
I mean, you guys...
I'm excuse me, Facebook.
Okay, great. You're on Facebook. We gotta be friends. We're not friends yet.
Are you
Facebook.
on Facebook? Are you on Instagram or Twitter?
I'm learning. I'm learning.
Do you have a page, but a website?
No, working on it. Just working on it. I have a. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I have a grandson who's 10 years old who's
who's working your
Paramount Studios. He's on Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. It's a Nickelodeon special for little kids. So he's in Hollywood. Let's see, my grandson, who's 21, who goes to UNLV, is Montel Williams Jr.
You hear that?
And he's into UFC. I don't know why.
Sounds like my son. My son.
Well, he's here, and because we know the Fertitta brothers and all that.
Her daughter married Montel Williams.
Yeah.
You know.
And,
yes.
Yeah. So I was in the burlesque closet because no matter what they say, it's still scary. In fact, I was hoping to get a comedy show, a sitcom the Golden Girls Beast Festival Whorehouse in Vegas.
I love it.
And they brought it to, what's his face, Neil, the guy did All in the Family and everything, did all those shows. And I looked on Facebook, he just turned 93 or 94.
God.
But guess what? He was the one that did the movie the night they raided Minsky's. So I think he went in the burlesque closet after that, because I never heard. No, because nobody, you know, your mama said don't go to a burlesque show, don't. But I'm trying to get Neil. Oh, I think it's later.
You know, it's amazing just looking at her and looking at the books behind us. She is literally one of the books. She has stories to tell that are unbelievable. When you look at this,
right here, I penned a book.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
see,
I did a burlesque the way it was, and I lived in Greenwich, Connecticut. We lived in a mansion in the back country, and it's part of the little bio that they do. The women, you know, the old hedge fund broads, they're saying, what is that broad?
Well, they loved you in your town.
Oh, I'm sitting in a rocking chair making G-strings and pasties, you know.
Isn't it great?
Wow.
So, hey, how you doing, my friend?
How you doing?
All right, doing a little interview here. Yes,
Oh, beautiful.
yes. So all I want to say, which really is important more than anything, is we're going to have a fabulous night tonight. You can also look us up on www.thehousepartyshow.com if you would like to see some of the stuff that's on my show in Atlantic City. You can go to my website, which is www.t-foxmusic.com, which you'll get a chance to see some of the stuff there. And also, as we discuss this and talk about this great Greenwich life.
Greenwich. It's
Greenwich.
Greenwich.
Yeah,
So you can't. Yep.
See, like Greenwich. I'm thinking of, you know, Wizard of Oz. We're talking about history that's in the making tonight. God's going to bless. I see people coming in. We only have a few minutes to get ready. So I just want to say that it's a pleasure, Mr. Ray.
And I thank you.
It's a pleasure.
I thank you. And you know, with Vegas City Magazine, we have a spotlight coming up with Mr. T. Fox.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
And I want to thank you both for the interview tonight.
Oh,
and
we had a ball.
I will be there to watch your show and have more and put more on it in the magazine.
Excellent.
Thank you both.
Well, that's
Thank you,
wonderful.
sir.
And we just want to say, may God be with you all, and we'll see you soon. Okay? Take care. All right?
Peace out.
All right.